Hey, what's going on, everyone? Hey, what's going on, everyone? Bitcoin's on a tear again. Broke into previous lows. So it's above the 8 now. Nice little thrust yesterday. Middle of the night when no one's watching. Gonna be watching AG for a turn. Looking at that weekly chart, I think. JNUG just fell off the loop. You see gold and silver off of the 60-minute chart where I left you yesterday. The double bottom came across at 34, climbed all evening. Now it's trying to break previous highs. So breaking previous highs just get us in that 1300 range. So I'm watching for that. Silver as well. Came across 17. Pretty handily. You see how tightly wound up silver is. Previous high break would get it into 18, no problem. Gold finally made it over the 34 on the daily, so let's see what's going on here. Volume and price. Let's see how bad the S&P is dropping off today. S&P's at support now. I got a 2-bar reversal on that daily. Came over the 813 back into the 8 and 13 and got rejected. It's breaking previous lows now. Hanging on by a thread on that 34. S&P's turned and the VIX took off. You see how the Dow Jones didn't retrace all the way back in like the S&P did, so it got rejected early and it's breaking previous lows now, so watch for that. That could drop off pretty rapidly as steam increases there on the downside. Nasdaq's way above the previous break, so give a little room here, but still bearish retrace. I got a hanging man crossing over the 813, so under the 13 now. So it looks like everything else, momentum's dropping off. Waiting for crude to make a turn and a reversal after the retrace. See if it's ready. Could come all the way back in the previous breaks. So It is coffee time. I got it right here. um, the Japanese yen dollar trade, carry trade. Pretty bad evening yesterday. But it sets us off the handle here, so it's got plenty of support coming on in. Cup in the handle. So let's see, weekly chart 111. So let's stay above that. Actually, I think we want this to come down for gold and silver to go up. So watching that AG off a bottom. I was looking at a 60-minute chart. I got an inverted hammer yesterday. 60-minute chart. I was looking for that to cross and pop. Here we go, right here. Cross the 813. Let's get a pop into the 670 range. Get this thing back above support. Silver's going to make it big, I think, on this turn. Of course, during the market hours, it comes back into support. It doesn't keep going. Watch for the previous high breaks. Let's see, silver. 1725, let's call it. JNUG's just having a hell of a day already. Don't see any volume coming in. Looks like the bearish biomedical wins today. Looks like a gap up. The 3 times biotech bear, the S&P biotech bear. So it looks like market's turning over for us after all the green. Let's see, oil, energy. So we should do one. There's a double bottom on JNUG. See if we can't confirm that double bottom now. I was watching the CEI yesterday, day before, whatever it was. Waiting for it to turn. It's got the volume. What's going on, Bill? There's a natural gas broke out. But I don't see anything really going on here. See if I can't update my scan. JNUG's trying to confirm a little bottom here, so it really needs to pick up the pace. Gold and silver's ready to break out, and this thing's just dragging its legs. Yeah, I heard natural gas broke out. Or is ready to. One of the two, I can't remember. But I believe my oil and energy needs to be updated. Oh, here we go. Sorry. My oil and energy scan only has drilling and oil and energy, so I'm going to add natural gas somehow here. Should cover it though. Current scans should cover the natural gas, but I'm not sure. So let's find it. Oil and gas drilling. It should be all inclusive here. Refining. Comes JNUG off a 2-hammer double bottom and inverted hammer to confirm. So yeah, there you go. Natural gas coming back in support. Getting ready for winter, I guess. Comes JNUG, finally getting a little support here. Let's see if we can't confirm this bottom. I've been trying to get my scan a little bit better here for natural gas. See if we can't find something. Not much. Just trying to get support, and all of a sudden it dropped off the map. It's awesome. Yeah, either way, it's way oversold. Yeah, long-term double bottom, yeah. What a mess that thing is. It's hanging on by a thread on its previous low. So, I don't know what the heck it's doing. Trying to shake everybody out, I guess. I'm gonna have to wait for a, well, that's a bullish retrace on a 60-minute. So I'm looking for a reversal somehow on a 60-minute chart here. See the cross over the 34 back into the 34 for support, higher low so far. So as long as it holds support, it makes a turn here. I think we got a nice little bottom forming. It's got to break above previous lows where it got rejected. It's on a thread though. What's up, Steely? Yeah, the VIX is awesome. Yeah, gold is ready and willing. 1300. Gotta get above that 1300 on gold. Damn, J-Nug. Can I turn this shit off? God damn. Gold's on the retrace too. These are bullish retraces though. Came over the 34 pretty handily. Let's check that daily chart. Just broke across the 34, coming back into support. So if we break this little pattern here, it'll be a nice 3-bar pattern across the top here. 1288 and above. Daily chart. Inverted hammer forming on silver, so they're just taking it back. Is it Dow Jones just fall off the map or what? There she goes. Look at that. Look after the momentum cross. Back into resistance, back into resistance. These hanging men. Previous slow breaks. All the signals were there. Saw that last week, 2 weeks ago. Now the momentum drop. BTC is on fire. Oh, I don't know why this didn't save. Where's my BTC? I think I got natural gas in here. I want that 10-year bond. MX, biotech, natural gas. Start with that there. Yeah, momentum started to drop off yesterday, but the signals came on those pattern reversals earlier, remember? Remember you made me watch the Jerry Seinfeld's signals? The signals, Jerry, the signals. All the signals kept forming and forming and forming, all the reversals. Finally, momentum's dropping off, crossing the 813 into the 34 now. On a longer term chart, see the rounding top now. It's well above the 8 on the weekly, so 2300, 23,100, excuse me. China's just really having a hard time. You shouldn't have reverse split that thing. I can make a new low today. S&P's dangling. It's the signals, Terry. There was numerous signals on the S&P. It was on the daily charts, I do believe. Let's see if we can find one or two of them. Erase all my crap. It's S&P. Oh, it's not doing me any justice here. Where the hell was that rising wedge? I'm looking for that rising wedge. It came through. I think this is it right here. I don't think that's it. It doesn't make me feel good, but I think that's it. It wasn't too long ago. With a rising wedge, I remember I made a whole video on it. That doesn't feel right. That's not right. I don't know where it was. There was a rising wedge. There was all sorts of signals. It always picked up, came back in. Now I have a momentum drop on the daily. Haven't seen that in a while. Take care of my crap. It's crossing over the 34 now, S&P style. Let's see if we can't find some support on the previous wave. So watch for a break below that, and it'll be in no man's land. Anywho, I'll have to look back on my signals, because the signals were coming in. Yeah, we'll see. It still has a little bit of support, but it's gaining steam is, I think, what I was trying to get my point across. The whole thing is a rising wedge, yeah. That's true. Well, I keep saying over and over again, every weekly update for a very long time, how steep that is. There's absolutely no support up there when it's that steep. I'll have to go back and find my rising wedges, because they failed and the price came up, broke previous highs. I don't see it. That doesn't make me feel good there. But yeah, the whole thing's messed. It's gotta take a breather. I mean, come on. Well, I don't have any money in this game anyways. I don't trust it. I think it's all going to implode. I've been that way for a while. I think I took my money. Last year's push on miners, I put my money in March in 16. And then I took it out at the end of August, at the end of that push. I think I hung on for a little bit longer. So last September was the last day I had some money in there. But you know, I'll take donations. I'm a working man, self-employed. Nothing's for free. No, but if I did, I have like 20 bucks in there. All right. And the thing is, if I sold it, the commissions alone would take care of my equity. So I just leave it in there. Hope to God that this little pumper, what is it? PPPF? That's not it. It's so tiny that TradingView is not even picking it up. I think PPPF, little shitty ass miner. The day after I bought it, went down like 100% or something. A couple days after. But I had like 20 bucks in it. So that dropped to, or 40 bucks or whatever, and that dropped to 20. So if I sell it through Ameritrade, it cuts half of it. So I'm just leaving it in there, and hopefully I'll be a millionaire by the end of the century. But yeah, I'm trying to get all my money into cryptos. I mean, you can see the movement. All the bankers are talking crap about the Bitcoin. But then I'm turning around and setting up a ETF, all these blockchain equities that are going to be mining Ethereum, Litecoin, Bitcoin, Dash. They're all getting listed. So there's just a big slew of contradictions. So I'm back. Gonna stick my guns on cryptos for a bit because it does feel like the Wild West. It does feel like the new internet boom. I'm old enough to remember that internet boom. I traded. You can throw a dart and you won every time. I remember going to work in college and talking smack with all the cooks. You know, I'm buying this one. I'm buying that one. That was a bubble. Yeah. Anyways, I think that cryptos are going to be the new internet boom. I think they're calling it Internet 3.0, which is, I think that's appropriate. I don't get, here's LTC. It did not fall over like I thought. It did fall over a little bit, recovered, came back across the 34. So on the daily, it's looking good. Watch the previous high breaks. With that being said, I really want to get into this crypto mining, and this is the Hive. This is their company. This is the mining company for Hive. So we're going to be coining those Ethereum coins or whatever. So here's Litecoin. I was looking into this yesterday, but they're all sold out of stock. The only thing that they're mining right now is Ethereum, which is not bad. I looked at Ethereum yesterday for the previous breaks. Looks good. You can, I guess you can go on a waiting list or something. Everything's out of stock. I was thinking Monero. Yeah, this is the This is Genesis Mining. You can buy a 2-year contract to mine these things, and that's pumping the Hive stock. So I was thinking trying to get involved in the mining somehow. I don't trust this BitConnect. I don't trust this these fly-by-nights. I mean, this one, this mining company is listed. I mean, the Hive. I don't know how it's. I really don't know what's going on out there, but this Genesis Mining is part of that Hive, and I want to get involved. I'm thinking Monero looks pretty good. Get this 2-year contract, no maintenance fees. I guess you just sit back and collect your monies off the mining. So I guess when you pay the $2,300, $2,400, you're buying the mining equipment. But he's got a big operation. He's a young kid too. He's like 30 years old. Well, I think that mining these, maybe not so much Bitcoin, because I think there's high competition to knock that one off the block. And Monero is a very secretive. Zcash is very popular as well. Look how expensive Zcash is. I wanted to get Litecoin. I wanted to mine some Litecoin, but they're out of stock. I don't know how this works, but he's got all his mining equipment in Iceland or something like that. Anyways, where is Hive? Hive. Let's see. Where is it? Oh, it's PRELF. I was thinking it was the other one. So, wait for the retracement to get over with. I mean, it ran very hard and fast, so here's a hammer yesterday. That's nice. Watch for the previous high breaks back above the 8. He's a multi-billionaire, 29 years old. He's got all these operations for mining. It's like, geez, man, where was I? Sitting here mining for customers every day. This guy's just a billionaire for mining cryptos. Anyways, I want to get involved. I think Bitcoin's kind of worn out. I don't know what you guys think, but I think Bitcoin Cash is going to catch up to it real quick. See if I can't find it. See if I can't get something here. See, Bitcoin Cash just took off. retracing. Whenever things run too hard and fast, they always come back in. So I would watch for Bitcoin Cash and Bitcoin Gold. Trying to figure out how to mine Bitcoin Gold over the weekend. I am not set up for any mining. I don't think that's listed yet. Well, you may call it a Ponzi, but there's tons of money moving in. When they're coming out with an ETF and the bankers are trying to take control over Bitcoin, this is the space. You want to get involved. It'll be a decade of Ponzi schemes, I bet you, but you know, you just got to be informed. Stay away from the centralized ones. I don't know. It's silly not to get involved. It's all speculative. I wouldn't call it investment. But there's a bunch of money to be made, so smart contracts are going to change and revolutionize everything that we do, so just pick the right ones. My pick is EOS. This SVBL, Silver Bull, it's a pink sheet, but it moves when it wants to. Look at that monthly chart coming across at 34. It's a little pump here on the daily. Watch for the previous high breaks. Over the 34, back into the 34. It could be a real quick one, so watch for that. VIX is going higher again. Well, the pop across coming back in. Yeah. It was easy to spot that previous high break. It was easy to spot the other pump. And the accumulation, pop over. And I think the previous high break was a nice signal. Yeah, my choice is I'm waiting to get paid. I'm going to throw some more money into EOS. I had to change brokers or exchanges because Bitfinex is going to ban the United States because the regulators are making it too hard. So score one for the bankers. I got this one on a retrace. It confirmed that bottom. You can see coming into the 34 here, it got rejected. Came across the 34 back into support, and then we confirmed that bottom there. This whole bottom pattern across the 34. If we stay above that spot, accumulate. I bet you we get some higher highs, higher lows, accumulate, and then pop. This thing's going to turn heavy though. It's going to go and it's going to go hard. Everyone is anticipating this open. I think per Bitcoin point is that 0006 is a good probability. It's breaking into previous lows all the way up the range. So I got sales at 4 and 6 so far. But that's mine. That's my long-term, I'm going to call it investment, but it's speculative. It's not even live. It's the same guy that created Steemit and BitShares, I think. One other one, maybe, I don't know. But it's having a hard time on the intraday, so I'm going to wait for it to come back in to put some little coin in there. Cannabis, look at the CANN for a previous high break on its highs. Let's see here. See if VIX can't break that long-term chart downward trend. Got close, a little tap, tap, tappy yesterday. I'm looking at this as a head and shoulders top, but what if that right shoulder is not complete yet, and this comes all the way back into resistance? So I'd watch for that and let all the air out. I'm not sure if that right shoulder here is enough to complete that pattern. It's having a hard time. NASDAQ, same thing. Not sure if it's ready. Watch for the bearish retraces. It could get very volatile. Everyone's on the bearish retrace. Everyone's going to be selling into resistance, so watch for that. Dollar's coming off a bottom. In longer term, that's the bullish retrace back into support. Gold and silver should be way above where it is. This is ridiculous. It's our chance to shine, and it just slumps. Very disappointing. AG, I was very hopeful on that 60-minute chart. Got rejected big time. Man. Over the 34 on the 60-minute chart and then slam. Breaking previous lows. What a joke. Monthly chart on AG, if it continues, I don't suppose that it will, but seeing worse. All the way to 6. Gotta hold 6. Way oversold. Damn it. It's very hopeful in that turn there. Everything got slammed. Yeah, that's true. It was Friday, wasn't it? Friday slam. Well, I don't know how that happened, but this one snuck by me and went up 160% when I wasn't looking. That's crazy. I don't know if we had this on a watch list before. NSPR. It's a weekly chart. Watch for previous high breaks on this bad boy. Again. That's crazy. There's no way I would have picked that up. Came out of nowhere. Well, it's just a bullish retrace. It's just very obvious. Someone just dumped it all at once, though. Stay above support. I got a nice reverse head and shoulders now where the right shoulder showing. Silver's hanging above 17. Back and forth, back and forth. We had a chance to break out, too. Slam! It's always those head fakes, the big boys. Oh, come on. All the miners are down. AG is very hopeful for a turn on a 60-minute chart. Slam! Silver's struggling to hold 17. One thing I picked up on an interview, I forget the name, but it says GBTC, GBD, it's Bitcoin inverted. Pretty interesting. I didn't know this existed. I think they're just going to be popping up out of nowhere. All these blockchain equities. GBTC. But it looks like it's inverted Bitcoin. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. Wow, killing me. $60-minute chart, 10-minute chart. Looks like a previous high break coming. Got a futures account. I don't understand why that wouldn't come in right now. Oh my God. What you got going on in these two? Power shares DBUSD. Just waiting for the opposing point on the weekly chart for UUP. As far as UPN goes, that's helps. Hold on. It helps a lot. I get it right. I get it right. I'll be all right. Looks good on that monthly. It's got to hold support there. It looks like it's doubling back. Watch for the previous high breaks at 22.75. It's pretty good off that break. Got some work to do. Yeah, it's way oversold. Daily's not ready to come out yet, though. It looks like the 3-minute chart there I'm showing is going to have another chance to get across the 813 on the intraday. See if we can't get some support here. It's got to turn one of these days. There she. Got to get some support. Yeah, I believe that's how they really do it, huh? I'm impatient, so I go all in. Don't be like me. I did my buying on the bits and pieces all the way down in the EOS. So I slammed it. I think the 60-minute chart's still looking good. Across the 34, back into the 34. It's just that really slam down hard situation. Looks like it's doubling back because the big boys just sold at the top, bought it back on the cheap. I think the silver gold market's going to get a lot more volatile. So once it starts breaking out, CVM, I'd watch that one for a break. It's climbing here. You can climb, climb, climb. You can see it watch. See it climb up the stairs here. Previous high break, CVM, NSPR, previous breaks, looking for something. CRT, that looks promising. Very low volume. It looks like a little popper coming across 34 there. I guess we're just gonna have to get ready for the shorts because it ain't nothing else. CNCE. There's a nice one. Previous high breaks on the weekly chart. CNCE. It's already up though. I wouldn't chase it, but I would stay if you're gonna do it. Stay above previous highs. I need to fix this. Where is... Well, I think all we're waiting for is Bitcoin to fall off the map, so I'll wait for that. Lots of resistance coming into the peak. I'm looking for a lower high on Bitcoin. Erase all my crap. Breaking in the previous lows gets really tough up here. So between here and 7,400 would be a nice spot for a double top, lower high. But this thing has not disappointed, so I wouldn't put it past the fact that it could just blow out this top again. It's just crazy. There's a nice breather. I mean, if the Dow and the S&P would do something like that, I wouldn't be so bearish on it. Damn, what the hell happened to this thing? What in the heck is going on here? This came out of the bottom, out of nowhere, at 4 o'clock, and now it's at 12. What the hell happened? Totally missed it. It was in my watch list too. And all I can see for news is announces ultrafiltration meta-analysis highlighting significant reduction in heart failure readmissions in 90 days. Whatever that means. On the 3rd, someone came out with an analysis report that it's undervalued. And I guess today they had well, on the 7th, they had a earnings report for 3rd quarter. But that's the bomb right there. 200% off the scans. But I wouldn't have picked that up. There's no way I would have spotted that. It was way on its lows. It's one of those anomalies. Anomalies. K-Tel? No. I don't remember that. No, I do not. Let's think. Was that the, what's the ticker on K-Tel? I have no idea what you're talking about. $19.98, I don't know about that. I was still probably in some silly little classroom. 1998, probably listening to a personal finance teacher tell me to stay away from futures accounts. Ameritrade's so horrible with feeds. Daily came back into support. Got a 3-bar reversal up here. I would make sure we stay above previous highs. If it drops into previous highs, it could ride that range all the way back in. Got to get back above that resistance spot on the daily. What's going on with this one? It's just a bullish retrace off of the weekly too, so it looks good for a higher climb. I remember having 50 grand in my account ready to trade, and Google comes out. I was an idiot not to buy that thing. I tried so hard to be the first one to get a Gmail account, but I neglected to buy the damn stock. That was one of my mishaps. No, I don't remember the AOL trade. I don't think I was smart enough back then to realize what the internet boom was all about. I was just throwing darts and hitting it big. Oh, it's another blockchain payment system? All right, that's going to go on the list to watch. Thank you for that. These are going to come out dime a dozen. I'll keep it in here for the PRELF, the LKCF, the inverted GBTC, and now the glance. Wow, it's already being implemented. That's a good sign. Look at this stupid thing. What the hell? That could be rich. Oh my god. I can't watch anymore. God. So, do you know any other urban hippie? Do you know any other blockchain equities that are coming out? Because they're going to be coming out like dime a dozen. It's going to flood the market, I think. These little banker scams. That's what I'm going to call them. Oh, AOL. I do not want to go back to those days, dialing up and using your AOL account. Oh, that was horrible. Yeah, it looks pretty good on that weekly chart, man. I do have to agree with you. It's a nice. I wish I would have had it earlier, but I mean, you can see the previous breaks on all the way up. The previous break, the previous break. Now it's coming back in. What we're waiting for is another previous break. It's a good chance to buy it at support. Remember, buy at support, sell at resistance. Looks good. It's a nice weekly chart. I'm not sure if I'm ready on the daily yet because it's below the 8. But stay above previous highs, and it's likely to gather its legs and try again above the previous highs. Looks good. Watch for volume. The weekly chart's tantalizing. You can see the 34 on trading view here. It's just barely glimpsed, so it's way above its average. So whenever things get overextended, they always come back to its natural course of return. So there's your 34 trend on the weekly chart in and around 30 cents. So it's way overextended. But if it can consolidate, the 34 will come up to meet it, the averages. But it looks good. I like it up here. Stay above previous highs, buy into support, sell into resistance. Make sure support holds. Yeah. Stay above $1. That's a good emotional spot to stay above. All right, I'm gonna wrap it up here. My days are shorter now. I'm in Arizona. I didn't change time, so I get to sleep in a little bit longer, but I gotta go to work earlier. Doesn't make sense, but let's silver stay above 17. Gold had it going, but it got slapped back. But it's an inverted hammer over support, so watch for a reversal on gold. It's time to shine. Previous high breaks on a silver is 17.25. Watch that into 18. Once you get 18 resistance, watch it back off, gather its legs, and try again across 18. Longer term, 1850 is the key. It is the place to be. Previous low, previous highs. You can see that little balance point all the way through the chart, not just this little blip here. All the way through the chart, 1850, 1850, 1850. So 17 is good, 1850 is better. I need to pick up some silver too. It's never a bad time to pick up some silver. I bet that gold and silver, once it decides and once the powers that be decide, let's let this thing rip, I bet you it'll shoot right out of there. And people are going to get going to have that look on their face like, what just happened? And it's going to run too hard and fast, and no one's going to be able to chase it. Getting pretty wound up in there. Anywho's, I gotta go. Thanks for everybody stopping in. Make sure you consider buying the old guy a cup of coffee. My PayPal button is over there at the top of the channel. Little coffee. Don't donate to YouTube because they don't tell me that someone donates, and I don't know if I ever get that money. It's really hard to figure out. Google is not very user-friendly lately. As a matter of fact, I bet you I have to remonetize my video because it's not suitable for advertisers. So on that topic, I think I'm going to create another channel far and away and separate from everything else. That way Google doesn't pick me up as fake news because of one of my other late channels. But I have to figure out how to redirect this channel to the next channel, and I don't think that's going to work very well because it'll just pick me up as fake news on another channel. So I don't know what I'm going to do. But I'm tired of YouTube. It's always a struggle with them. I'm tired of fighting with them. Nothing else going on. Well, I'm going to go. I'll see you guys. I appreciate everyone. Silver and gold, that's where it's at. Buy some physical. Everything else is speculation. See you guys.